girlfriend. Butcher believes that a man who just lost his girlfriend to superheroes might be looking for some payback, so he pays him a visit. Director Rayner is looking over classified files about the boys, revealing just how brutal and ruthless they can actually be. But she's already agreed to have him reinstated. There's no going back now. Butcher introduces himself, trying to get a conversation started, but Huey couldn't stop himself from crying, still mourning the death of his beloved girlfriend. An old lady was walking her tiny dog, which was making some weird noises, so Butcher decides to cheer him up with a little help from his dog. A few days ago, inside a small coffee shop, the Frenchman was peacefully having a coffee while reciting some poem. Three bullies, sitting next to him, decide to mess with him, calling him a cheese eater. He puts on his glasses and goes off the rails, ruthlessly attacking the bullies and acting like a wild animal. Butcher arrives, trying to recruit him to join his team again, and he couldn't be happier to see him.
I'm sorry.
Terror jumps on top of the old lady's dog and violates him, even though they were both male dogs. Huey finds the entire scene hilarious, and for the first time since his girlfriend was killed, he laughs his ass off. Butcher reveals his real name and says he knows everything about it, including how Adrian got his girlfriend.
Come on.
While trying to rebuild his team, Butcher follows the thief, aka Kimmy, who goes to a random house and knocks on the door. Inside, there is a group of criminals. Once they open the door, Kimmy moves all out, and thanks to her increased strength and agility, she is able to move and take out all of them, making sure to leave no survivors behind. Butcher tells Huey everything about the boys, including the fact that they work for the CIA, but justifies it by claiming there's no bigger threat than the superheroes. Suits don't care about anything but themselves.
Caiamo el filme.
Embarrassed with them, they get just one way to get the camera. Butcher also visits many of them.
So much forever.
Asking Huey to join his team. He gives him some cash and asks him to fly to New York for a week or two, hoping that it might convince him to join the boys. High above the clouds in the Seven headquarters, Homelander welcomes Starlight, the newest recruit, to join their team of superheroes. She can't believe she's standing next to one of her childhood heroes. She'd admired him for as long as she can remember. Joining the Seven isn't an easy thing to do. All new recruits have to pass a series of tests and trials, and Starlight passed with flying colors. Homelander wants her to be proud of herself, but before making everything official, there is one final thing he wants her to do. He drops his pants down, exposing his private parts, and asks her to perform oral. Meanwhile, Huey traveled to New York City and rented an apartment in the South Bronx. But this place is literally a dump and there are crazy people everywhere. Butcher asks him to follow him Starlight was in shock.
You starting to regret this yet?
She tries to run away and runs into
Forgive me,
Adrian
friend.
like a dog, passing out, thinking that someone was mind controlling Homelander. Or maybe he was replaced with a drone. But sadly, that wasn't the case. They dropped their pants as well and asked her to do what Homelander asked. Starlight's entire image of the Seven was completely ruined. She thought they were Earth's mightiest heroes who bring justice to all and avenge the innocent. But Homelander doesn't care. He says that if she refuses, she won't get accepted into the Seven and will be kicked out. Butcher introduces Huey to other members of the boys. Karen Wallace, aka Mother's Milk, Serge, aka the French,
Come on.
and Kimiko, aka the Women. Before they begin talking, Karen complains about the headquarters being dumb and not even having a running toilet. Kimiko is hungry and wants Serge to cook pizza, but Butcher is annoyed with all of the paperwork. Starlight had no other choice than to let her ask Serge to do it, but she couldn't stop herself from crying afterwards. She sees Queen Maeve in the bathroom and introduces herself, but Maeve just tells her to piss off. Butcher leaves everyone. HK's a team of younger superheroes who question the black. He wants the boys DNA and gives normal people superpowers. Huey continues spying on the Kicks, recording the members making love amongst each other, questioning if some of them are even aware of the partners being switched all the time. He shows everything to Butcher, who forcefully injects him with a dose of compound V. Butcher claims he did it for his own good, trying to make him stronger, because if any of the Kicks members realized they were being spied on, he's gonna need it. Huey was mad and threatens to leave the group, claiming he didn't sign up for this, and goes back to his hotel. Still Butcher, Huey goes on a walk for Central Park. He sits down next to Starlight, and the two of them begin talking. She thought he was British, but he is from Scotland and came to New York City because of work. He doesn't know if he should take the job, regarding that he doesn't like the people he's working with. Starlight totally understands. The two of them hit it off and have a pleasant conversation, but she doesn't mention who she really is. Meanwhile, the teenage kids are arguing amongst each other after the boys sent them an email containing all the evidence they've collected over the past week. The boys were dying of laughter.
Heaven preserve us!
Amongst each other while looking at the files.
Stop doing that!
The second email said they want to
This ain't nice. I know.
as burger shops in the city. He wants to stay and finish this mission. Believing his team hasn't decided if he wants to join the team or not. The teenage kids keep shouting to the member who gets exposed. Organizing a message. Confesses he's actually gay. Linda watched the entire scene live and thinks that something behind all of this. You know the boys are behind this mission. So he shared the details with the newer members of the team. He did, however, send an email to the teenage kids accusing Butcher and his people of sabotage them. They gave the team's leader confronts them, claiming he's going to put all of them in the hospital and bury them after them.
Come on, come on!
Face that laughs in his face, claiming that they raped him to fight him. Butcher goes straight to the middle of the team, instantly breaking his nose. The other members follow his lead and a brutal fight erupts, but while the Kicks are just superpowered humans, the boys are trained soldiers who know how to cause a lot of pain. Others will the friendship team up and incapacitated with the super.
Come on!
Stabbing the super in the abdomen.
What the hell? Come on! Yeah! Yeah!
She didn't tell him about it.
Whoa!
Ever since that day, he's hated supers and vowed to take on the one responsible for killing the wife. He claims the government is afraid of superheroes and choose to let them be. That's why their job is superheroes. There needs to be someone to keep them in check. He gives a press conference to the news and he was a member of the Senate. They all decided to make Starlight's costume bigger than the people, claiming she wasn't sexy enough for the general public. Issue 7 begins with the next between the psychologist and stating that he can't stop conflict.
You want some assistance?
The founding members of PayPal.
I could really use a hand, friend. I'm way over my head here. Damn animals. Walton's boys taking my daughter.
Looks like we got trouble heading our way.
He got suspended because of this, and ever since that day, he's humped anything.
That was too close to my It's gonna take more than one of you, partner!
While doing his work, Daniel turns him on by stretching inside.
Big mistake by coming here, my friend.
Wait. Spent time with the 7 started.
Please help me.
Experience, but the truth is, he just wanted to saying working for his family for 37 years, but there's been an accident. Last night, Tech Night had one of his family again. Finally, one was right here.
Play it smart, bud.
It's a
Thank
job
God
to take care
you're
of his
safe.
monster, from
Let's
cooking
get you
dinner
back
to
home.
washing his clothes, and even putting him to bed when he comes home drunk. But having his ear violated is not one of them. Stephen Rubenstein, the legend's nephew that got pushed off Stephen, and they used to be friends, but he is now possible homicide, thinking the man killed himself because he was persecuted for being gay. But the bartender thinks otherwise. He remembers seeing Swingwood coming to the bar a few times, and one time he even brought Tech Knight, who loathes gay guys and couldn't wait to leave. The bartender isn't sure if Swingwood is gay or not, saying he comes across as somewhere in between flirty and patronizing. Later, Huey confesses that Butcher surprised him. He thought he would be more uptight about being inside a gay bar, but he was the total opposite. Mother's Milk claims Butcher doesn't hate gay people. He doesn't hate anyone unless he has a reason to. Eventually, they decide to give Tech Knight a visit in his giant mansion, but he had to open the door himself, because he didn't have a butler anymore. Butcher, however, knew his secret identity and asked if they could have a few words in private. The boys walk inside his home and act as if they lived there, with Butcher leading the way towards the library. He knew exactly where the secret entrance leading to the tech cave was located. Apparently, a couple of years back, they captured one of the members of Payback and interrogated him, and he told them everything about Tech Knight, his secret identity, and his cave. The boys want to know more about his sidekick, Swingwood, as they think he murdered Stephen. Tech Knight doesn't have a lot of information he can give them, but he confirms that Swingwood is gay. Huey excuses himself because he needs to use the restroom, and he leaves the two men talking inside the him. The bathroom was open, and the burritos he ate earlier were badly cooked. Tech Knight refuses to answer any more questions, and claims the security was triggered to the new frozen.
Yeah.
Huey couldn't hold it anymore and defecated inside the kid. The boys find his entire ordeal hilarious and
Yo.
stop themselves from laughing. Thanks to Butcher, who ratted him out, the newspapers exposed Tech Knight's secret identity, calling him a pervert for trying to violate the mother. That he might actually be gay, and he kills Stephen out of jealousy for going out with Swingwood. They go back to the mansion to surprise him by showing him his cave and provide him Tech Knight with friend himself. What was exposed was Red Butcher. They did not realize that Danny was there as well, but she grows a lot, destroying his costume and blood. Tech Knight claims he didn't kill Stephen, and that Swingwood isn't gay. He lied because he wanted them to go out. It was Swingwood who told them to
Shoot out every day last week.
join the team. Started a long time ago. They and another evil superhero had a threesome together. Swingwood enjoyed it a bit too much, which made him a good. And also, they both started liking this girl. Things haven't been the same between them ever since. They started fighting, and they've been at each other's throats ever since. That's also when Tech Knight's problems first started to appear. Something triggered inside him that made him lose all control.
I need to
Thinks
clear
that
my
Swingwood
name.
is gay,
This should
doesn't
do it.
understand why he just doesn't come out of it. They can't know for sure if he killed Stephen, but they definitely need to find him. Thanks to the info from Tech Knight, they know who lives there. The boys dead.
You lost your scam model. Man's pride can make him do crazy things.
I'm gonna split that pretty lip of yours.
His secret identity. He then confessed, saying he is madly in love with him and wants them to be together.
Come
Sadly
on,
for him,
easy
Swingwood
now.
wasn't actually gay. He just pretended
I'm
to
not
be
at
because
odds
he
with
wanted
you.
a
Those
super
bands
villain
getting more
to
bold,
attract the gay
getting closer to the borders of town.
Zack felt disgusted when Stephen confessed his love and accidentally pushed him off the side of the building. Butcher says they won't turn him in, but instead, he wants him to become an informant for them. But while he was leading him on, he pulls out a pin that was connected to his flying tank. Later in the diner, Butcher confesses and says that the legend doesn't have a nephew, but he sometimes gets involved in these kinds of cases because he wants to do the right thing, or maybe he wants to go after Soups. Nobody remembers. Issue 11 begins inside an airplane, the boys flying towards Moscow, Russia. They were using the Air Force plane, which wasn't very
That mouth of
They
yours is
weren't
gonna
alone,
get you in
however.
trouble.
The plane was also transporting a bunch of flankers, and
Bonjour,
Huey couldn't
mister.
stop and wonder where they're gonna end up.
I
Meanwhile,
love
No,
Susie
thank you, my dear.
the pilots were wondering about the buzzing noise coming from the main cabin.
Oh,
Their
no.
female passenger was Nina Namenko, a ruthless Russian mob
My
boss who was
apologies,
pleasuring
mister.
herself using an electric vibrator. After landing in Moscow, the boys go to see Vasily Voroshikin, aka Love Sausage, who was working as a bartender. Him and the boys are old friends, and he was happy to see them. He politely asks everyone inside the bar to piss off, everyone except a guy named Flunky, who is useful to have around. Vazi used to be a cop, but also a super member and leader of the mighty superhero team, the glorious 5-year plan. Apparently some nasty villains with superpowers have been showing up, threatening people and causing trouble, but their heads exploded out of nowhere. Butcher remembers an old experiment from the 90s, when they injected soups with lethal doses of compound V, causing their bodies to explode, but it was highly unstable. The boys investigate one of the bodies inside the morgue, and based on the man's tattoo, they figure he was a member of ROC, a nasty Russian crime organization. The group returns back to the bar and wait for Flunky to return with some pizzas in a freezing blizzard. But when Huey opens the box of pizza, he finds Flunky's face inside. The ROC wanted to send a message and welcome them to Moscow, remarking that they aren't welcomed here. Nina arrives in Moscow as well and has a secret meeting in Hotel Tupolev with a strange man. The man
Thank you
informs her
kindly.
they are working on a formula of compound V, and they've refined it to about 98% plus. Sadly, it's not perfect just yet, and the few soups that were injected with it exploded. The entire meeting was secretly recorded by two guys who admire that man for being so calm, especially since Nina is very dangerous and has killed over 2,000 people. The man says that Washington won't interfere with her plans, because the Americans will be busy with the elections next year. He asks her to keep her eyes on the prize and even calls her Serena Nina, which gets her kind of hot. Meanwhile, the people who were Flunky are hiding inside a car right outside the bar, but the boys were warned. Frenchman gets close to the car and surprises them, killing most of them, except one. Nina goes to the bathroom and pleasures herself once again, while the two men watch everything via spying cameras. After interrogating her, they find out that Nina hired them to kill them, and also that she was covered in blood.
Pleasure, sir.
There's a leading man if I ever saw one. Hello there. What brings a fine specimen like yourself to my humble establishment?
Establishment? This place looks like a schoolhouse.
Such limited thinking. Have you not seen the future, my friend? We make dreams! Are you not a devotee of the cinematic arts?
Arts is what you call it?
Granted, I only have a poor imitation of the true Nickelodeon. But that is why I am to build my new film studio and make New Austin, with its cheap land and fine climate, the second center for the motion picture industry. Hell, a couple good years and I'll be here. I'll produce adventure stories, as well as melodramas for the ladies, and even some fantastical shorts for children young and old. Heard there's an old ranch ripe for exploitation just north of here. Apparently the owner is a frequent lover and loser at the Liar's Dice tables over at Thieves' Landing. If you could do me the favor to wrest control from him, I'd reward you quite highly. A career in the arts awaits.
I'll see what I can do. I'm not much of a high-stakes gambler, and movies seem like drivel.
Drivel? No, sir. We speak to a man's soul. Listen, if you run into a chap named Spatchcock, tell him to get back to work.
Who?
Spatchcock. Trained as the finest gunslinger and hero in motion picture history. Then the fool began to believe it was for real. And now he's run off to become a gunslinger for real. Heard he's in Benedict Point. Fool will have himself killed if you don't help.
If I see him, I'll tell him.
A producer credit awaits, sir. If you don't mind, I have some dreams to make. Are you still here? Go on, the future waits for no man.
Let's go! Come on, easy up now. Whoa! Let's go! Let's go!
John?
Marshal?
Gentlemen! It's time. We must go.
Why? What's happening?
Seth has managed to get himself inside. But we can't leave it too long, or they will soon realize how very curious he is and remove him from the premises. Or slit his throat and watch him bleed to death. But for a minute, he will delight and amuse them. That's when he'll get us inside.
Okay.
Marshals of the law, when the shooting starts, take that as your cue to start awarding each other medals.
Huh?
I mean, take that as a cue to get inside and clean up the mess.
Oh. All I care about is Williamson. It is vital we stop him.
Agreed. That man is a stone-cold killer.
Williamson's a proud fool. The question is which will win out between his pride and his instinct for survival.
Ensconce yourself in the back of my wagon, John, so that we can make our grand entrance.
Come on, let's go!
All right, good. Now just stay put till I tell you otherwise. That scoundrel Seth had better not let us down. Once we're inside and I've lulled our adversaries into a false sense of security with some beguiling sales patter, I will give you the signal.
What signal?
The moment you hear a sharp rap on the side of the wagon, rise like the phoenix and start shooting like you've never shot before. This is it, my dear boy. A moment of truth. Me and you, John. One last time into the breach. This is going to have to be the performance of my life. I hope my nerves don't get the better of me. I'll be honest with you, John. I'm a little jittery. John? John?
It reeks of miracles back here.
Thank God. I'll be ready with that machine gun, my dear boy. I'll be a sitting duck in there.
Hey there! Come on in! Come on in! Welcome to my humble abode! Come on! Yeah!
Greetings, my good men. What would you say if I said immortality was at hand? What would you say if I told you I could teach you to fly? What would you say if I told you I could turn a man into a beautiful woman? Impossible, yes, once, but no more. Gentlemen, I bring you wisdom from the East. I have here in this wagon some of the finest goods, the best medicines, and the newest inventions available for you and your families. Exotic trinkets from the far reaches of the earth, elixirs that give vigor and strength. And for you men of physical skill and athletic physique, this miraculous elixir can keep the muscles supple and relax the cords. It loosens the joints and gives a feeling of vigor and freshness to the whole system. Why, some men have reported to me that after drinking it for 1 month, they can chew through steel.
What the hell? It's a trap! Why, you're too buggered to...
Get them, John!
Come on, man! You son of a bitches!
I see one!
Right here, you damn bastard! See right there!
Dear God, what are you waiting for? How many are there? This is a nightmare!
Fucking dang pig! Them cock-sucking son bitches escaped the other side of the fort!
Alright, let's go.
Come on! Let's go! Goddamn law!
I think my work here is done. Godspeed, gentlemen. I bid you stay with me.
Push forward! It's a miracle you fools aren't dead already! Oh my good God! Come on, boy! Cover me! I love Stay close, boy!
That's the last of them. We still can't find Williamson anywhere.
Hey, it's the snake oil guy!
Gentlemen, let me in, for goodness sake!
That fool must be hiding.
Men, it is time to start tearing this place apart and find out where he's cowering!
You've got a sense of urgency here, please!
Open the gate! It's the snake oil guy!
Get the goddamn gate open and lock it behind him!
Oh, we've got company, gentlemen. These scoundrels have got reinforcements riding this way.
Oh my good lord above! There must be 100 of them!
You fools are about to be real sorry!
Bill ain't here. We looked everywhere.
Hold on! Oh, darn, I missed
Marston,
it.
Mr. Marston, we got a live one. He says, Bill's already run off to Mexico yesterday morning.
You'll never get him. Javier Escuela. He's gone to see Javier Escuela. That should make things interesting. Where in Mexico?
How should I know?
Oh! Where in Mexico, you little shit?
Someplace near Chuparosa, I think he said. Yes, bandit country.
Chupa feckin' Rosa. Oh, I'll take you there, John. I'm real popular down there. You just meet me at the ferry. I've got lots of friends down south.
I'll see you at the ferry, Irish.
I'll just get me things.
I'm sorry about this, John. I guess you'll be heading to Mexico?
So it would seem. How is it down there?
Wonderful. A sweet, peace-loving people with the love of social justice. May you always find coin in your pocket. It's been a pleasure spending time with you, boy.
You too, Mr. West Dickens. Marshal?
All right, boys. That's enough.
Excuse me, partner. I ain't getting fresh. Oh, Lord. This is nasty. Come on. Let's get this over with.
You there, friend! Come get me out of this mess. I'll make it worth your while. I'm truly indebted to you, partner, but don't you worry, because I've got a way to repay that debt. Sons of bitches are hiding treasure in those caves. My friend and I was about to swipe it when they got me. Don't know where he got to. Anyways, if you get us to the mouth of the cave, I can show you where it is on your map.
Out of my way, friend!
You want to try that again?
This ain't nice. I know.
Good work, partner. All right, so here's where the treasure's at. You get me there and you get your share. You have my word.
You don't guys have what?
Just move, will you?
I hope that's accidental.
Too close! Why do you want to die?
This is it. We're nearly there.
So far, she has kept her superpowers a secret from him. She met Huckleberry ceremony. Afraid that
What the hell out?
To what do I owe the pleasure, sir?
Finished their job and never checked. Smile like one of the
This is mighty generous of you, mister.
The thing that put your red on the hard drive made him so tell himself punch the one used to be a father.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Someone.
I ain't too proud to shoot you in the back. That'll be what you get if you run away from here. There's still more of them. Let's clear out this room.
You go get some friends! Keep this up a bit!
The way's clear! Move up, partner! Follow me, yonder. Getting closer, like. Just keep heading for that spot of
What you got on you, man?
Keep moving, partner. We're close now. This is a spot, all right, but damn it, one measly chest? Well, it's all yours, partner, for your troubles. I'm a man of my word.
Call some friends! Make this a fair fight! Sorry about this, partner.
I'm frothing at the mouth to get with you, mister. I see you.
Drop the gun! It ain't worth it!
don't know she's bucking the hill. My goodness.
Problem is that something such as killing a man becomes mundane in this world.
Hello there.
Nobody saw where he hit the cards.
Oh, that's it. I see smugglers are still using brittle brush draw without care for the law. Is that so?
How can I help you?
Marshal may as well hand Armadillo over to them.
Hey, shooter, get your ass over here.
All right.
If railroad big bugs had a pair of breasts a woman be proud of.
Uh-huh. The marshal pays good. That's the one good thing to be said of.
I hear you.
Apologies, officer. You're doing a fine job.
Excuse me, son. Well, hello.
What's that?
They told me to take Father's
Done diddling yourself? Put them fingers on the table and show me your skills.
Sure.
There ain't no point in proceeding if you're not going to wager. I once saw a man cut his own pecker off trying a variation on this amusement.
Very nice.
Jesus! What in the devil?
You were faster.
Hello to you.
There you go. And you didn't even lose a finger.
Oh, shit! You'd be in trouble if you cut your trigger finger off, wouldn't you? Wow! Ah! Dang! Word is, Drew McFarland half chopped his finger off and kept on playing. I never.
This is turning into a bad day.
5-finger fillet, sir? Good to be seen.
No harm done.
Start working for Pepper Guts.
It'd be my pleasure.
As far as possible from the governor's mansion.
Sounds good to me.
All righty, boys. I wish you all luck. Ain't you aggressive, partner? Are we gonna be men about this? Look at you all pleased with your cards.
I guess you never know what you're gonna get.
There's something odd about that Jeb Murphy.
I'm in. Ain't you mighty angry? I'll call that. I'll raise you. Thought I had that one in the bag. You better give me a real card.
As long as I don't die, I'll keep this job and buy it some time.
I'll call. Why don't we raise the stakes a little? Wake me up when you fancy playing. I know your game.
Problem is that something such as killing a man becomes mundane in this world.
What the hell?
I've heard different...
Well played, sir. Damn, that's me done and busted.
You look like a poker player.
That's
You
mighty
want in?
kind of you. I'm gonna raise that. You ain't much fun. All right, I see. Think I'll check. Count me in.
Hello, sir. I need to write my mother back in the home country.
I call.
Bye-bye.
He's bluffing. You're joking. Boring. Sure. How about I make things interesting? Call. Sure, I'll bet. I fold.
Saloon's a great place to get to know everyone.
You born chicken, or you just lost your balls? I check. Easy there, cowboy. I'm gonna call it.
That is something here.
Sure, I'll gamble. Right, this is the one.
Going to be next week.
Someone's feeling the pressure.
Believe you me.
You don't gotta ride that trail again.
I think I'll raise. No, thanks. Here we go. Ain't you aggressive, partner? I'm calling. We got ourselves a tough guy. You only live once. And I'll raise you. Call you. Fair enough. I'll check. Damn. Give me something decent this time. Are we gonna be men about this? Think I'm gonna call. Okay then, I'll place a bet.
Blackwater just keeps on getting bigger. Damn.
Uh-huh.
Ain't you aggressive? Who invited the lady? Let's do this. Let's up it a bit, shall we? Oh, come on. Goodbye, gentlemen. Look out, lady.
Squeeze the life out of you, boy.
I'm afraid I'm married. here, you son of a bitch! My apologies, mister. Yeah. Let's go. Come on, easy up there. Come on. Come on. Here. Come.
There's someone there. I got friends with me.
Come on, Dale. It's over.
Do you believe it? He thought he had me done. What an asswipe. I hope you made peace with your maker before coming
You
here.
got anything interesting, friend?
I've killed bigger, fatter, and wealthier folks than you can trust.
Let's go. Whoa. You got to pull off. What have we got here? Go! Come on! That fool nearly shot me. Let's go! Yeah! Load up now. Come on!
Some folks don't know anything about money. Not like you. Good to see you. On that counter last it was right. Oh, really? I remember that when I first made it up. I noticed there on
You found that no good piece of dirt. Thank you.
Sorry, partner.
How impolite. What are you waiting for? Climb aboard.
Follow Charlie. He's a good one to sniff out trouble. Stick next to the dog, mister.
I can smell you. You ain't gonna ride away from this. I'll crawl your hole good.
Both guys have.
100-something
But you both guys.
Relax and shut up! Get this hemp off of me. It's making me nervous. Save yourself. Damn it.
You're a thief, but I'm taking you to the sheriff.
There's no point in struggling.
What you tying me up for?
Don't be slumbering now. Stay alert.
Why you tying me up?
Let's go, get up. I can see you.
Thank you kindly.
There's a change of season in the air. I feel it in my patient's bones.
You bet.
Billy? You lonely, mister.
Hello there.
Hey, cowpuncher, let me see them guns.
Hello? That don't beat
How
off.
about a drink or two, mister?
I don't think.
Ain't never been burped like this.
Oh, hell.
Damn it, you ain't cute as hell.
How do you do?
Hello?
Hi there. I don't suppose life seems too rosy
You're an
out
angel.
there. Shouldn't.
Jesus wants you to untie me. Be a Christian and let me go, please.
No. See what I got? When that money.
End of story. And the kid's like, really? She's like, yeah, you know how it ends. It's fine. She was book away. And I was sat there like, fuck me up straight again.
But that's it. It's the fact that we got to see her vivid imagination of it, and then that also sells when we see her nightmares at home of the hands coming through the window together, and she thinks it's the Hoppy Eyes still coming together from that story.
Like, I love that shot as well where she wakes up and Grandma's in the window.
Yes,
she thinks that she's been kidnapped by the Hoppy Eyes. And then there's another shot later on where she's got all the torches.
Yeah.
That she like the Hoppy Eyes hate the light. At the same time, you've just got the backdrop as well of the fact that they all consider rabbits a vermin.
You ain't never
And
lied
so
yet.
then when they go to the cinema to watch like the latest release that week or whatever, you're watching these newsreels. And it's just footage of these people just chasing thousands of rabbits and killing them and just getting them and burning them. I sat there, I was like, man, that's a lot of rabbit meat you're just absolutely wasting there. But, you know, plenty more. But at the same time, it's the horrible aspect because Celia is absolutely really shocked because she does end up getting a rabbit at one point because it turns out that obviously, yes, the Turners are political and are on the side of the political side that Ray Carbuncle doesn't like. He really fancies Alice, and there are moments constantly in the movie where he is always attempting to put himself in the way of Alice when she's on her own. You know, he gets Celia the rabbit, and then he tries to convince her not to play with the kids, and she won't because she's still like, keep the rabbit. I'll fucking play with the kids. I like playing with those kids. And so he buys the rabbit. And then he uses it to go into the tenant's back garden. So then he can use that as an excuse to go in there and confront Alice.
At first, I wasn't even sure. Like, in my mind, as I was watching the film, I just thought the husband switched by mistake in my head. So I just thought that they were the couple then because they behaved like a couple.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, is that just my childlike naivety? Just like, because for Celia, she's just like, just going off and getting her a drink and she's wandering around this barbecue. There's all these adults everywhere having adult conversations, but we don't really care about any of that because we're on Celia's level.
Yeah.
So I didn't really like see that kind of relationship, infidelity brewing there. But yeah, it would appear that she is also then keeping Ray at a distance. Yeah, like I saw it right from the start, like you said, with that barbecue, because she's like, "Oh, Celia, can you get me a drink?" And Alice's, like you said, relationship with Celia is just like warm. She's wanting to help her and let her grow and be a child and be free, where she knows Ray is this overbearing figure, but she's also kind of walked towards Matt as well, wife, to try to help her understand that she's more than just this woman in the kitchen waiting for her husband to come home. But then, like you said, there's the moments where Ray, he'll grab Alice and he's trying to get her to like do as he wants. Hello. Or there's the confrontation in the kitchen where he goes to kiss her and the kids are at the door and the oldest brother can hear them and can see in the door, and then he actually bangs on the window and pretends like he's a big man. And just
I'm sorry to hear that.
Hello, Mr. Carmine. How are you today? Just to usher Ray out. Yeah. Totally, I'm all
Another wagon got robbed in Mexico yesterday.
But he's doing things. Yes, that bad. And like if he probably is caught doing the bad thing, he's a bad guy. But he keeps being stopped and then doing something nice for Celia. Like taking her fishing. Yeah. He has a nice thing here then. Maybe she's not interested in fishing all that much. They still have he's attempting to bond with her. Yeah. You know, but it's also like when they have a fight. So like Grandma had this strange Japanese ash she was to pick up, and Celia had stolen a lot of stuff in the room before Dad's converted the room into something. Howdy. And she's using this mask, and Stephanie steals it. So they have this kind of whole war where they're fighting each other in the quarry, and then they're fighting each other in the cinema as well, pushing each other around. And she gets, she gets hold of the mask, and Celia has these lovely little moments where she's just like lying on the grass. And it's just this battle that she's constantly having with Stephanie. Like, they end up touching each other, and both her and Stephanie end up having black eyes, which Alice tries to help. How about an hide? What? Ray finds out, and he gives her a blow to breathe, like, no more fighting, yeah, I know what you're fighting. I feel that there's a bit of pride in him that his daughter can stand up for herself. Yeah, and on top of that, Celia's having rock fights in the quarry with these kids. You know, they're being surrounded and back. Flower? And like, you feel kind of childlike fights they would have at this time. And I'm like,
what you doing around here?
It's like, I don't want to say people, like, this is the
what do you want?
Child?
What you doing around here?
I mean, you did have that moment, like I said, with the rock in the quarry, and there was just like two big gangs, with Tanner's and Celia and a couple of her friends versus Stephanie and her whole group of friends, and like, Celia
hello
I was guessing they were traps for stuff. Yeah, and the uncle turns up, the police officer, and he gets all the kids to stop fighting.
We need to speak
later. He starts sending them out. One month, I'll speak to your parents. I'll deal with you later. Here, there, and everywhere. And he goes to tell Celia
I better take a dark
because she found out she had the leaflet about communism turned into an airplane, and then her dad had found it. He's taken that information to his uncle in the police force, and so now he doesn't like the Tanner family. So after separating all the children, he takes the Tanner boys back to the police station.
That's it.
And gives them a bloody great big hiding. Right? Yeah. That's like spanking. That's it. For those of you who are like 12, hiding is like spanking on the ass and like lashing. But it's when Alice turns up and she has this confrontation with him. Yeah, like she doesn't want to piss off the police force, but she also knows that he's overstepped his boundaries as a member of the
If you have something against my family, you say it to me. Don't you ever victimize my children again, or I'll make damn sure you're applauded.
Go home, King.
Yeah, you can't take. Well, no, we get some horror stuff again. Let's get into some voodoo, shall we? Yes. Because Celia, obviously, after Meg are out with a weird mask and making up stories about it, she also finds out about voodoo dolls, and so she starts making one of her dear old dad. Yeah. And the uncle as well. And the uncle, right? Yeah. And it's only after Dad eventually finds out that he also gives Celia another good spanking, I suppose.
That sequence, I mean, because they had she's got the Tanner children to come down to the quarry, and they built this big bonfire, and they're going through all these different
little ritualistic dance and stuff. Yeah.
Chanting and stuff. And she's got her rabbit, was it Murgatroyd with her?
Yeah.
And they, instead of throwing the dolls into the fire, they race over to Stephanie's house and throw the dolls for a good day of night. So that happens. So then John comes over and tells Ray, and then Ray starts giving Celia another hiding. And that's when Mum steps in and it's just like, no, we talk in this household. You don't have to be confronted by a bell.
Yeah.
And it just felt like, I said, it just felt like a complete shift there. That Ray, for all the influence and the power that he has, is actually completely powerless in front of everybody. His daughter is completely off the rails and is just doing whatever she wants whenever she wants. You know, his wife is telling him, no, this is how should be.
Yeah.
You know, the neighbors are basically telling him to stuff his views up his ass.
So it's not long before the Tanners are moving off again.
Yeah.
I can only imagine.
Well, it's because of the ties that they have towards the political parties, they believe that Ray Carmichael had a hand in getting the Tanner's dad fired.
Right.
So now he doesn't have a job, he's unable to pay his rent, and they need to move somewhere else so that he can get a job somewhere else. But it also plays into this whole aspect as well that you felt like Alice, she didn't want to leave, but she really needed to get protected. You know, they had that moment in the back garden, it was her.
Let's go.
And all the children. And she wanted to tell Pat the truth about the things she's seen, the way she's being treated. And she also just tried to just keep it positive. You know, because this mum, you know, maybe is living in a shadow and a lie and is being kept in the dark.
Now why walk when you can ride, mister?
It can be a shock. So then when the Tanners do leave, little Steve, I think it is, it's like, oh yeah, we wouldn't have to leave if your dad wasn't constantly trying to kiss my mum.
Mr. Carmichael hadn't tried to discover
Sir, tell me where to go, mister.
It's like a bomb drop because silence.
Take me to Armadillo.
And just shake his head. Shake his head. Oh my.
I need a rest.
Oh, that's
like, well, that's it. I'm like, you wanted him to, but then, like, if he did,
here we are.
You know, and but he just wanted to stick it enough to say, all right, I'm back to that, but I'm going away because I get to still go on the ground. Yeah, you know, we're still married and we're still, dude.
Not so fast, partner.
My own story now. It's a bit actually, you know, has a bit of emotional impact.
Yeah.
And then it's Celia's throughout the entire film wanted this rabbit.
Yeah.
I don't think my dear wife would appreciate that too much.
Almost every single
Why don't you buy some
I'll join you for a while.
And as we know in the backdrop, Australia is having a crisis. There's many rabbits devouring her. So the law gets passed for all the rabbits to be hunted and killed. And then the law also gets passed that no pet rabbits. And so there's a few scenes where Celia is able to argue and retain her rabbit, but the police officer, the uncle, comes to the house to claim it and is unsuccessful because Mum is like standing by her daughter, like, you can't take it. I won't let you take it.
Yeah.
But then later that night, Celia hears. And when she finally gets her rabbit, she has got that rabbit in almost every single scene. It's always with her, in her arms.
Yes.
And as we know in the backdrop, Australia is having a crisis with this many rabbits devouring everything. So the law gets passed, or all the rabbits are going to be hunted and killed. And then the law also gets passed that no pet rabbits.
Yeah.
And so there's a few scenes where Celia is able to argue and retain her rabbit, but the police officer, the uncle, comes to the house to claim it and is unsuccessful because Mum is like standing by her daughter, like, you can't take it. I won't let you take it.
Yeah.
But then later that night, Celia hears the car and hears that her uncle is them taking the rabbit.
Well, that's when Mum confronts him and says like, no, you're not taking it, because even Dad had supported and said no.
Yeah,
Celia keeping the rabbit, but it's when Celia does come home from school and the cage is empty, and Mum has to say, no, look, it's the law.
It's the law now. Yeah.
But Mum is then very supportive to confront, the government officials.
Start sending letters and writing notes.
Yeah. Because at this point as well, Stephanie, the daughter of the police officer, he's had to have her rabbit taken away as well. So that's also implied that this is why Uncle John is like, look, my daughter says she can't have it if you're not having it, and blah, blah, blah. But then he's forced by the law. And yeah, I mean, we'd already had the branding part, didn't we? Where Stephanie had branded Celia's rabbit, which at the time was fucking harsh. And then it pays off here because they get told that all the pet rabbits are at this zoo and they're being held at
the law's been changed so you can now have pet rabbits again.
Yeah, as long as you have a license.
Yeah.
So everybody goes to get their rabbits back, and they turn up at this pen. It's full of rabbits. It's full of people. It's fucking manic. It was filmed brilliantly.
I have pet rabbits.
It pays off here, but then he's forced by the law. And yeah, I mean, we'd already had the branding part, didn't we? Where Stephanie had branded Celia's rabbit, which at the time was fucking harsh. And then it pays off here because they get told that all the pet rabbits are at this zoo and they're being held at
the law's been changed so you can now have pet rabbits again.
Yeah, as long as you have a license.
Yeah.
So everybody goes to get their rabbits back, and they turn up at this pen. It's full of rabbits. It's full of people. It's fucking manic. It was filmed brilliantly.
It really was, yeah.
I was like, wow.
Well, I also found like the cinematography in this film to be really unobtrusive. Like there's no grand sweeping camera shots.
Yeah.
There's no like snap zooms.
Yeah.
It's just gentle. It's not documentary-esque, but it's always perfectly positioned and placed. Yeah. Sometimes I like that the camera is lower down at Celia's level more than anything.
Yeah.
But it's not something you really notice the camera doing much.
No.
But it's always, the framing though is, I would say, always perfect.
Yeah, some of the night shots and some of the the magical shots with the hobby eyes and stuff, I was like, wow, you really captured that really well. Even though I can tell it's really kind of fake or whatever, it's not my imagination. Now it's got me questioning. But this rabbit shot where they're in the pen, and Dad and Mum and Celia are looking around for the rabbit, and they find a couple.
Yeah, we're all looking for one white rabbit with one black left ear.
Yeah.
That's it. And she's found one. I'm like, oh, that was it. Like, to me, I was like, that's the one. And Celia's like, no brand.
No brand on it. There's no brand mark. And Mum finds one, no brand mark. And then she finds her rabbit with the brand mark dead in a water tub.
Man, I was crying. I can't believe I'm crying over this fucking rabbit.
It's the shot with her and Celia's friend Heather
walking away
with their dead
rabbits. Oh my god, man, I was so hurt. I was like, you killed that damn rabbit.
That's it. The movie is just like, nah, communism's not bad, mate.
Murgatroyd had so much left to give.
The rabbit was innocent, but this is one of the turning points for the movie because Celia and Heather both bury their rabbits at the quarry, and Celia screams to the heavens, I'll get you, Uncle John. And throughout the movie, she'd had these blood bonds with the children over certain things, getting the grandmother's mask back and doing these things with the voodoo dolls. And so, Celia was believing in this magic and the feelings and, the trust that she could do certain things to help keep her power or, her free spiritedness, but she's left at home with her friend Heather, and Mum and Dad are popping out, but they're like, don't worry, Uncle John will be over to take care of you. Just get him a beer and, we'll be back later. And so when they leave, Celia dresses herself up, and Heather dresses up, and they put lipstick on.
War paint on?
Yeah, I went war paint, and I'm like, okay, so I don't understand the 50s gown.
Poisonous food with breakfast.
Celia hears Uncle John come in, goes into her dad's closet, finds his shotgun, rushes out, and instead of seeing Uncle John, sees the hobby ass there and shoots him
with the shotgun.
Oh, shit.
Sheena and Heather rush down to the quarry or the little creek that they have nearby, and they're hiding out because I felt like Sheena knew at this point she'd done something really, really bad. But she also had seen the film earlier on at the cinema where this killer had done the same thing and took all the jewelry as well. And took all the jewelry and made it look like a robbery. So that's what Celia does. Yeah. Yeah, and again, it's the childhood seeing, child seeing things, not understanding them, but then repeating them. Yeah, yeah. And Mum and Dad come back and they find a dead body, and Uncle John had brought this puppy as well as a replacement for the rabbit. So, even though he's painted as the film's main antagonist, he's still doing something really nice. But again, our childhood perspective of Celia is like, don't want the fucking dog. I want a rabbit back. I want you dead. Yeah. But she gets the puppy, and the puppy follows them down to the creek, and because it's part of the evidence, Celia ties the dog up. And I'm thinking, you better not kill that fucking dog, bitch. Because, like, I'll fucking look, I'm burning this film. Like, somebody in film, Celia. But Mum comes down, finds Heather, finds Celia. Celia passes out because she's confronted by the police officer as well, so they think she's ill. The whole backstory or the backdrop of the robbery is there because people don't believe Celia is absolutely possible a suspect of killing. Yeah, that's it. But Mum finds out about the puppy, goes down to the creek because she'd heard the dog barking and comes across the puppy, realizes this, goes back and sees as well the bruise that is on Celia's shoulder, which she also kind of concludes could have been caused by the ricochet or the backblast. Yeah, that's right, yeah. And I'm like, okay, Mum, so what are you going to do with this information? Nothing. like the movie ends in such a weird way. Such a weird way. With a child hanging. Well, yeah, but like the part of the school where young Stephanie comes back, and we find out that her dad had died. Right. And the teacher's so proud that Stephanie was able to make it back, in such a short time, and asks the whole class to pray. And Celia does. Sergeant, something. Can I take a peek? It's pretty scary. I mean, she pretends to pray along with everybody else. I'm like, oh man, trying not to get caught. Trying to pray, but that's it. They then.
Here you are. Got your money
it's actually one of my favorite scenes. But I mean, I don't think that Celia is very religious. I think she's also stuck her nose up at religion because the sequence, a very brief moment where they're in church, everyone's singing, and she's got the prayer book, and she's got a picture of a rabbit, and she looks up at the Jesus Christ, and she goes, liar! A hanging for the people that killed Stephanie's dad, but Celia is going to be the judge. Of course. It's pretty to pray, and Celia does. She also kind of concludes could have been caused by the ricochet or the backblast. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and I'm like, okay, Mum, so what are you going to do with this information? She realizes that her uncle. That's it. But Mum finds out of the robbery is there because people don't. Even though he's painted as the film's main antagonist, he's still doing something really nice. But again, our childhood perspective of Celia is like, don't want the fucking dog.
Protecting yourself. The American Howdy, friend.
But she gets the puppy, and the puppy follows them down to the creek, and because it's part of the evidence, Celia ties the dog up. And I'm thinking, you better not kill that fucking dog. Like, I'll fucking look, I'm burning this film. Like, Serbian film, not Celia.
Can't put no price
but
on
Mum
safety.
Comes down, finds Heather, finds Celia. Celia passes out because she's confronted by the police officer as well, so they think she's ill. The whole backstory or backdrop of the robbery is there because people don't believe Celia is absolutely possible on a suspect of killing. Yeah, that's it.
Nice doing business.
Finds out about the puppy, goes down to the creek because she'd heard the dog barking and comes across the puppy, realizes this, goes back and sees as well the bruise that is on Celia's shoulder, which she also kind of concludes could only have been caused by the ricochet or the backblast. Yeah, that's right, yeah. And I'm like, okay, Mum, so what are you going to do with this information? Nothing. like the movie ends in such a weird way. Oh, such a weird way.
Nobody wants to carry
Because,
around gold.
well, yeah, but like the part of the school where young Stephanie comes back and we find out she died, right? You know, and the teacher's so proud that Stephanie was able to make it back, you know, in such a short time, and asks the whole class to pray and see the gun rush this fucking stairs. And I was just like, okay, baby, you're telling me that burning rabbits and communism aren't evil. 9-year-old girls with imagination and they shut them off.
Your particulars are safe with us.
Dear Godfrey, I asked you to stand by Stephanie and call Mrs. Burke at this time of great sorrow. No, Sergeant Burke was something. Not help with me.
It's scary. She pretends to pray along with everybody else. I'm like, oh man, it's like nothing. It won't pray. I will bring that, like, that's it. They then, well, it's actually one of my favorite scenes, but I mean, I don't think that Celia's very religious. I think she's also sort of knows up at religion because there's a sequence, a very brief moment where they're in church, everyone's singing, and she's got the prayer book, and she's got a picture of a ring. She looks up, and oh, Jesus Christ, and she goes, "Love." Oh, she's done with religion. Yeah. We did have that moment right at the end of the movie where Celia, a couple of friends, Stephanie and their friend Heather make it down to the quarry. And Celia's got this rope and turns it into a noose and tells everybody that they're going to have a hanging for the people that killed Stephanie's dad. Well, Celia's going to be the judge. Of course. And Heather, poor fucking Heather, is like, you're the person. And Heather's just thinking to herself, we're going to dump me in because they've had like a blood bomb today, right? And Celia's just like, yes, Stephanie, you get to pull the rope. And they put the rope around Heather's neck and they get her up there. And Stephanie leaves. This is like, I'm not getting involved with this. And Celia's just like, yes. And Heather, poor fucking Heather, just like tells everybody that they're going to have a hanging of the people that killed Stephanie's dad. Celia's going to be the judge. Of course. And Heather, poor fucking Heather, is like, you're the person. And Heather's just thinking to herself, you're going to dump me in because they had like a blood bomb today, right? And Celia's just like, yes, Stephanie, you get to pull the rope. They put the rope.
What is a blood bomb?
Didn't I tell you about that last week? Well, hello there. Now behave yourself now.
Around Heather's neck and they get her up there. And Stephanie leaves. She's like, I'm not getting involved with this. And they let the rope out. Yeah, we see her hanging. I was like, oh my god, I'm like, you're fucking in the movie like this. The neck goes, breaks it, she falls, she breaks down, she falls, and she's like, justice is served. Reaching to the top of the hill.
What's going on?
And the credits roll. You're like, what? Did it end abruptly? Did it end exactly where it needed to?
Really? Yeah, I remember that. From when I first made it up.
We could have kept going. Like, yeah. real favorite scenes. Like you said, the hobby house stuff was pretty cool. Though, this 4K version, I don't know. It's just a bunch of guys running around in green puffer suits. You don't get no real big.
Hello there. Well, I'll just take care of that for you. Thank
In
you for your
shape or
business.
form, and if I'm being blunt, they don't interact with the film outside of a little girl's occasional
Swing rocks in Gooooo.
Right,
Cleveland
something like that.
Johnson. Well.
To be honest, I'm not really sure which.
Well, I got paid not to tell a law.
Perform exceptionally well, taking out most of the suits with ease. Homelander loses all control and attacks his home. But Huey spied on the whole conversation and rushed to help. Butcher was following him closely from outside.
Yeah, that's true. I was just telling my friends about it the other day. Bottle of McClure's I ordered from Spalding still hasn't arrived.
True enough.
How good it is to see you. Well, Howard.
Odd Fellows Rep could be open for business.
Didn't I tell you about that last week? Good to see you.
Paisley has a lot of tapes. 3 decades, 4 decades, 5 seasons of reality TV. When you're reading sound bars, believe it, so only seasons. The honest seasons.
Sorry about that, mister.
Let's go.
Slice political corruption. It's on sleeve. How's uncomfortable moments that make you question your life choices just for getting play. Basically, it's exactly what you come here for. This is Great Emperor's Las Vegas fire department meeting. Let's get more inside. Oh, and let's go. Get started. Today's video is sponsored by patrons of Etsy. I'll never remember and Tornado Pocket. If you'd like to sponsor some videos and free me from chats, YouTube's theory, send a link to my Patreon and a comment in the description below. And now, let's get bloody. Oh, great. Filmed by David Hills. Here we go as a Joe DeMoss. It's going to be low budget title. It sounds like it's an all title company and force. It's sexy. Anyone that's your real name on this thing? David Gator is actually David Brand. Probably remember as director in the Kelly Slavic stage fright. Hey, Laura Gathers in here. This is like Emmanuel in ancient Rome. This is just Luciano Bartoli pretending to be American. Or maybe British. Who else is in this thing? Linda's a man, baby. And here's another D'Amato pseudonym. And Fanculo. Written by D'Amato and Luigi Montefiore. Richard Franks. Big Franks. It's a hot dog sketch on 30 Rock. Big purple baby. So, fun fact. Kelly Slavi also worked on the script, but was uncredited.
Come on.
Wake up, David Brandon. We're about to start filming.
Bloodhound, Probert, epileptic, paralyzed, and insomnia.
And those words are best of all of us. Hey, it's my Kelly Swami. Come on, David. I want to song sad. You know, like kids when you make a vibe skip. Nice Caligula look like Dr. Frankenfurter. Yeah, well, Swami's right. Come on, dude.
It's Tuesday, boy, and we're here to collect. Hand over
Swami
what you got.
stabs me here. This is going to be a really
I
short
ain't got time for this.
And I'm totally
Just
okay.
think of it as a task. Pay up and shut
Swami's
up.
the Ford
That's the spirit.
Damn. Tommy, you Ross. You cover these films. Leave your best one in This link is the fourth ring.
Your sword is as ineffectual as your pen.
Back to the studio, recording edit. There's a kind of security. So the punishment here is not death. Worse, Swami's writer, Caligula, let him live. Cut his arms and rip out his tongue so he can't write or recite.
$6. Oh, no, that was...
Can I have this? Don't think this is quite your day.
Oh, I dropped you off the roof.
Now here you go.
This is incroyable. Why is this happening to me? I'm so unlucky.
Yeah, right you are.
Keep quiet now. Come on.
He's at the wood. Okay, good.
Yeah. There's a good boy.
You'll get along fine here, son. Now get going.
Du Jésus!
All in a day's work, my friend.
Wild dogs. Yeah, everything cooking. I'm not living in one of the most expensive things out there.
Go! Come on! Let's go! Yeah! Come on! Let's go!
Now I'm about to say goodbye to you. You should know how done with the day.
Easy.
Yeah. I'm sorry I had to do this to you. Oh, no. What is it? Alright. We had a good time together, you know. And, what it was. Goodbye.